Get it out.
Welcome back to Between Two Dudes. This is Grant.
This is Dylan.
I'm James.
And I'm AJ.
We had a little bit of time off there. I actually got trapped in Russia in a prison. I was trying to smuggle weed over the border, and they just put me in there, and I escaped. I ate through my little rope, because they can't afford handcuffs out there. So I ate through my rope, and then I escaped. I killed like 3 dudes. And it took me a couple weeks, but I am back.
You said Russia?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was...
Is it true that all their people out there are actually bears?
Well, I don't know, but they are hairy. Because of the cold, maybe. I'm not really sure. They're a little taller.
It's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah. Just out in the snow doing Krav Maga and
I'll
shit.
tell you what, they're the hardest to strangle. They've got real dense muscle tissue, the Russians. But anyways, I'm back. I'm all right. Just a couple scrapes and bruises, no problem. I'm glad you guys waited for my return.
Dude, it was a tough few weeks, but
Yeah.
we got through it. I tried crack.
Did you?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Well, don't do that. Don't do crack, man.
Oh, I think we already talked about that once.
I mean, we've all kind of done it.
We tried crack. It was cool.
Whatever.
It was fun.
It is what it is. We
Yeah.
missed you, folks. No, the real story is it was holiday season.
And it snowed.
We were all vacating. It was snowing.
It was ice, basically. Just an inch of ice on the fucking ring.
Yeah.
Whipping that car around 40 minutes away.
Right.
Yeah.
So like, it was just kind of worth it to just not have one. for the
Yeah.
weekend. Plus, would anybody watch it? Probably not. It was holiday season.
Yeah.
Unless you were trying to escape the family. So.
Which was my case in every family gathering.
Yeah.
So I feel
Not present.
I feel so weird about that time, like those times of year, because I have no family here, so it's like we get together and we do this whole thing, and it's just like a regular dinner, just 3 of us, 4
Damn.
of us, yeah, and it's fucking all right. There's nothing. It doesn't feel special.
It seems like over the years, family gatherings have definitely gotten smaller.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, also like an example, my brother, he has a family. My sister now has a family. So it's like, it's not just my parents and our kids anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
Now it's like their family will come over for a little bit, and then their family will come over for
Like
a little.
20 people. Too many.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just sit in my room and drink the whole time.
I actually
Yeah, it's
didn't
not-
hang out with like my family at all this holiday season. I got COVID on Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah.
And then on Christmas, I just didn't go. I think I got scheduled into work maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Saturday.
Because I worked New Year's Eve,
Mm.
and that's when we do our Christmas.
Right.
So I had Christmas off, and then I just brought Zach over and got him stoned because he doesn't
Nice.
hang out with anybody.
Yeah. I hadn't seen him in so
Hayden's
long.
birthday was fun.
Hayden's birthday was fun.
I don't know.
I met up with some old coworkers that I didn't expect to come across.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
That was pretty cool. Sage was there.
That was really interesting. I walked in not knowing what to expect, and I was like,
Yeah.
these seem like the most random people
Yeah.
that we all mutually know somehow
Right.
that I haven't seen in years.
Yeah, and dude,
Yeah.
And he's like, nice to meet you. I was like, I met you. I have met you
Yeah.
more than once.
Like,
He's
I
like,
know
where?
who
I was
you
like,
are.
your house, dude. At your house.
So, yeah, he's doing all right. That's
Yeah.
good. I actually kind of wanted to kick off, and I don't know if anybody has stories like this, but if you do, I want to go one at a time. Security guard stories. Not working as a security guard. I'm talking about messing with security guards. Any time where you were on property you weren't supposed to be on, and maybe there was a chase, something.
okay,
I've got-
I got a story.
Okay.
I don't know. This could be like
Do you have a
running from the cops story. Like,
I got
you know.
video.
So do you have a
mine.
story to start it off with, or are you just
Yeah.
going to pass the torch?
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna just do that.
Oh.
I'll let you guys think of one, but I do have a story. So one of my last nights in Osawatomie when I was like 16, because I was moving like the next week to DeSoto, I met up with like the gang in town. It's not a gang, but it's like a gaggle of like
A gaggle.
a
A gaggle of goons.
Yeah, a gaggle of goons, really. The jocks, some of the potheads, like all of us. It was like 10 of us just met up, and we wanted to go, because I guess like a couple weeks before this, they had started doing this thing where they would cross the river on the broken down bridge, or like in their cars and just driving over the overpass, and they would go to the state hospital grounds and just fuck around until the security chased him off. So
that's the fun shit. At that age, that's like the most exhilarating thing.
Yeah, so they would go in, like they would slap on the windows of the patients. And just like,
wake up before you die.
Yeah, wake up before you die.
That's not good.
We decided that this was a great night for it. It was like June or July. It was nice out.
Very gelatinous.
It was nighttime. I had my Buick Regal at the time, which was a black car.
I never even saw that one.
It was a 98 Buick Regal. So it looked about how you can imagine.
I had a sticker that said "Get fucked" on the back.
Say "Big Pimpin' over
I
here."
did have some. I had a Bench 7-fold death bat on.
Yeah,
on
that's
the
right.
back bumper.
I remember when we started
Hail
jamming
to
at
the
my
king.
house when I met you and you moved. That's when I put the "Get fucked" sticker on the back.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you remember it.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't. But thanks. Actually, I don't. Maybe I never saw it.
Yeah.
Anyways, so we all went. We all were walking. We parked at like abandoned driveways of like other houses, because it's basically like there's the whole town of Osawatomie, right? I'll do this up here, stop. And there's a river that runs alongside of it, and like an old bridge that goes onto the other side of town. But this bridge is so fucking old. It's like 200 and some years old.
Damn, what's it made out of?
Wood.
Ooh.
And metal.
Okay.
And so it's closed down. Like, you can't drive on this.
Mm.
Like, it's like there's gates, closed it. Anyways,
Damn.
that's where we used to go do drugs. But it
Crap.
leads into this other very small part of town where there are houses. There's some residents there, like a couple blocks worth.
Mm-hmm.
But mostly it's the state hospital grounds.
Right.
And once you get onto the grounds, like, it's a giant field. There's some trees in it, and there's like a bunch of like old, not used fountains anymore.
Creepy.
Yeah, and then like some abandoned buildings towards the back, which they used to keep like old patients in.
We should film a movie down there.
It would be cool. But we parked. We group up. It's like 10 of us walking around on the grounds. Bro, we made it like around like a quarter of the hospital. Not even knocking on windows yet. We didn't even get there.
Didn't even get to
10
the fun
kids
part.
are not
Yeah.
quiet, dude.
No.
No.
And that's
Especially
when,
when you're
we
stoned.
see a security car whip around. And what's funny is I knew some of the guards because they were like my brother's age.
Yeah, it's a small town.
Yeah. And so the security van whipped around. I was still chunky at the time, so I wasn't a fast runner. So we all started running back the other direction. And we're running across this road, and the security vehicle's kind of getting close to us. And I would be trapped if they get out, because I was like on the side of the road where the building was, so I would have nowhere to go. So I, at the last second, just dip across the road. These security guards jump out of their car. Like, they jump out like cops trying to catch like a murderer or something.
Yeah.
And I am running down the grass through this giant field into almost like a woodsy area where there's like a bunch of abandoned fountains and stuff. And they got their flashlights out trying to flashlight us. And I'm definitely one of the last, like, of the kids.
Yeah.
Like, I almost got caught.
Yeah.
And what happened is I was wearing all black. And as soon as I got out of their sight, I was running across this like fountain with this drainage ditch. And like around it was like trees and brush and stuff. I dive into this drainage ditch. And I just face down, do this.
That's it.
I hide for 15 minutes at least, just trying to control my breath. These guards immediately run past me, flashlighting the area, seeing if they can find me, being like, where the fuck did this guy go? Like, where did he go? He was just right there.
I like how
on the
their
ground.
commitment to like basically catching nothing.
Yeah, just like
It's
getting
like-
the cops to take us home.
Yeah.
It's all the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes their job interesting.
Yeah, they got nothing better to do than.
No, they loved this,
Yeah.
probably. That's
Yeah.
their favorite part of the night.
They always say, like, if you're getting pulled over, give them something. Give them something to do. Run a little
Yeah,
bit.
you
No,
don't
not
pull
by
over
a
right
cop.
away.
It's different with security guards. They want something to do. Cops don't.
Yeah.
Because they have stuff to do.
Yeah.
So, while I'm hiding, like, there's so, like, all of the security vehicles are out, and they're roaming the premises, flashlighting, like, everything. Like, the woods, the fields.
I love how
And
serious
so
they got.
This became, like, Yeah,
like a thing.
Like it's like
talk of the town the next day.
Escaping prison.
Yeah.
It was really cool. And so I'm waiting this out. I keep like putting my head up, being like, when can I like dip to the next tree? Like when can I get to the next bush? And I find my opening and I go. And so between me and the road where I need to get to, there's like a few like thinner to thicker trees, like barely enough to hide behind. And there's this cop that is going up and down the road, like what do you call that? Flashlighting the field. So it's like literally this circle of light.
Yes,
I feel like I'm in a video game. Like this is crazy fun. And so I pick the right time. I go tree to tree because this motherfucker's back and forth. A tree to tree, hiding behind each individual tree until I get to the road. I cross the road and the cop's already on his way back down. And I think he saw me running. Thing is he doesn't know I have a car. So I run to my car, I unlock it on the way, hop in, seat back down, lights off. And so I just wait for like another 5 minutes. And then I drive off into safety, meeting back up with the boys at Sonic.
Yeah, do more drugs.
Yeah.
No, we didn't do any drugs that night. This was the like beer partiers.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. This was the boys that like were okay in the head, kinda. Like,
I guess there was a good gang of the not okay
yeah,
in
I
the
hung
head
out
out
with
there.
both groups, but this was the better group tonight. So we all meet back up at Sonic, and they're like astounded to see me because they've all been there for 20 minutes already. Because what happened is a lot of them ran down across the bridge in the river, went back to Sonic that way because it's like First Street. You're at Sonic,
Yeah.
and the others got back to their car. And they were like, bro, you're a fucking ninja. How did you not get caught? Like, what happened?
Well, after that long, they probably thought you were caught.
Oh, yeah. And so...
You told them about your SEAL Team 6 story there. And
Yeah, I told them, like, my little ninja
I could
story.
see you holding court at Sonic, letting them know on those piece of shit tables they have.
Yeah. And so...
Couldn't sleep that night because all the adrenaline in your body.
Oh, bro.
I gotta
And
say-
I was like, this is the best story I have, like, for the last time in Osawatomie, you know?
What made you bring up the story? Where did it come from?
I was on the way over here, and I was thinking about it. Like, it just popped up in my head.
It's funny because now that you've told a story, like 3 stories of like nights I should have been arrested, dealt with cops, either got let go or just dipped out, all came to mind.
Dude, I got
That
a
I
few of them
forgot
too,
about.
but a lot of them are like in a just like a weed haze. Like I was either too high or too drunk to remember what the fuck happened. But are you done with that one?
I'm done with that one. That's over.
I got a quick one. I'll slide in real quick.
Okay.
I was down in Kansas City. I think we were junior, senior age. Down in Kansas City with Jake, Skinner, Tim, Griffin, Andrew K, and some other dude. And I had my little camcorder with me. We were shooting skate videos and goon videos just in Kansas City, whatever. Well, we find this big old scaffolding going up this building that's being made. And so we decided to climb up into it.
Yeah.
It leads us to
Yeah.
an empty-ass parking garage, no cars. So we walk into, we find a door. It leads into what looks like a hallway full of hotel rooms. Yeah, and so we're walking, we're kind of filling with doors. We find one open. It's just an
Unfinished room.
unfinished flat that overlooks the entire fucking city. So we climbed up probably like 100 foot of scaffolding.
10 fucking stories.
Yeah, it was dangerous. But so we're in there, we're fucking around. We start breaking shit.
That's, yeah.
As kids do.
So
Yeah.
next thing you know, we hear dog barking.
Oh.
Now we never saw or encountered anybody, but as soon as we heard the dog barking, we fucking ran out, went right. We found a stairwell.
Like heard a dog barking and sound like on the same floor probably? Oh.
Like doors opening, dogs barking.
Oh,
so-
shit.
Fuck that.
This is like feet away from you.
Yeah, and so we run down the fucking hallway. We found a stairwell. Start running down it. We get down maybe 6 floors. Hear a door open and bang, and dogs, ruff, 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 and look scurry their feet
Oh.
on the concrete floor. And we get down to like floor 4, and then you can't go down anymore. So we got to go back into the building. and find a way out to the parking garage and to the scaffolding, which we climbed up in the first place. And we made it out, and I got all this on video.
Oh, no shit.
On my old ass camcorder, yeah.
Whoa.
That's
Do you
sweet.
still have it?
Yeah, it's on an old hard drive.
I want to watch this.
Yeah, so do I.
Because now it's so much time has passed. Like,
You can hear, I'm pretty sure you can hear the dogs barking in it and shit. I'm not
It's
sure.
just always sketch. I would be more scared to encounter a dog I don't know
You know what would be
while
crazy?
doing that than a person.
It'd
Yeah.
be crazy if like there were no dogs.
Dude, I don't know if this building was like half built and people were living in it, or
like that.
whether they were ghost dogs, or there was dogs and
Fucking skinwalkers.
skinwalkers.
that's right.
Ghosts in like a newer building.
Dude, speaking of skinwalkers, we're gonna get off topic real quick.
Ooh.
I started, a few months ago, I started watching Joe Rogan. Not the
Yeah.
full podcast. I just watched the clips
Yeah.
because I didn't have time to watch full podcasts. Well, this break I've had off of work, I've watched probably 10 full podcasts of his, and I was fucking blown away. I'm learning a lot. I watched the
That's what I mean.
what was it? His Bob Lazar.
Yeah.
Dude.
See,
That one
okay, yeah.
was fucking.
Okay, the Skinwalker Ranch. Now I see the ties. But just to
That's what it
piggyback real
reminded me
quick,
of.
is when people shit on Joe Rogan, I'm like, do you understand? Like, it's not just him fucking talking the whole time. He has like legit
People.
scientists, and he can talk to him like a regular fucking person.
Yeah, and
So
question
you can
it.
understand.
There's no biased opinion bullshit. It's like what you say, and I want to understand why you said it.
Yeah.
Like, but I watched the Bob Lazar one about his work in Area 51, and I can't. After that, I was like, this has to be real. Why the fuck would this not be real? And he was talking about some anti-gravity device
Yeah.
thing that didn't have any.
He was talking about an element before they discovered
Yeah,
it.
he discovered an element before it was on the periodic
That
table.
Yeah.
was supposedly their fuel source for those craft
Yep.
and shit. And then like they finally discovered it with the hadron collider,
Yeah,
whatever.
Yeah,
And it's like, how would he know?
yeah.
There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot
I
of
want
stuff.
to know.
I
I want to
know.
know. I want to see those fucking ships.
Beam me up, Scotty. Even my dad talks about it. I was like, I fucking just wish they just.
It's kind of like the
Show.
ocean. It's the one thing we have no fucking clue about.
Yeah.
Speaking of skinwalkers, my Dungeons and Dragons group, we just got like done with like a four
Sorry.
night hunt
No
on
way.
this skinwalker.
Oh, hell yeah.
Dude, it was the most like thrilling
The amount of hours you guys put in.
dungeons. Oh, dude, yeah, we go deep, bro.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Each session is like 5 hours.
Yeah.
I
at
start a
least.
campaign tomorrow for the first time in like 3 years. I'm so excited.
It's exciting, but it's also like you dread it a little bit.
Because you know it's just gonna
Oh.
be so long.
I'm playing like a mix of like 3 and 3E, so it's like 1980s D&D. So like basically it's like be expected to die and have a new character sheet ready.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
it'll be
Those-
interesting. I haven't played that older version since like the first time I played D&D. I usually been playing 5E.
Yeah, I would say the one thing I don't like about 5e, and then we'll get back on the security guard
Yeah, that's
topic,
okay.
because I know neither of you know. what I'm talking
I was just
about.
saying I'm lost here, but I
The only
enjoy
thing
it.
with 5e
Talk about space. I could do that.
is it's almost designed for your character to stay alive.
Yeah. 100%.
And I like that because you get to play your character and
Yeah.
be attached, but it takes away
Realism.
the stakes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does.
Sometimes.
It does. I do appreciate they added cantrips.
Yeah, cantrips
I like that.
are good. Cantrips are
But
good.
you know, yeah, I do like getting attached to a character, but I also like restarting sometimes. It's fun.
Yeah.
See, I didn't tell. I met like we were hanging out, and then I'd come over during your D&D groups and be like just the one dude smoking pot in the corner,
I
watching with all your friends.
love that.
I never realized how dense that shit was. Like how
Yeah.
deep it goes. I was like, oh,
There's
fuck.
lore. There's story.
I was like, let me play. You're like, I can't. You were still learning a little bit at the time too. You're
Yeah.
like, I can't even teach you, dude. It's too
Like,
much.
I would need a player's handbook and a DM guide. Like,
Yeah.
you have to be a little bit autistic to play.
I remember a few years ago, me and AJ and
A little bit
group of
autistic.
friends, we were at his house, and we kind of started one. We only played for like an hour, I think, and that was the end of it.
Yeah.
But one thing I do like about it is you're literally just somebody else, and you get to decide what the fuck you want to do based on certain aspects of your sheet.
Well, also, and you would notice this
Because I
after
play a
playing
lot of
video games
I play a lot of RuneScape, which is
based off of D&D. All of those
Yeah.
video games that we play, that we love, adventure games,
Yeah.
are all based off of this.
Yeah.
roll the dice turn.
D&D has been around since what?
Like the 70s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah.
But anyways,
Interesting. I thought it was
security
around
guard
longer.
story.
We got,
Oh,
we got
Or
those.
cop. Yeah.
Cop story, actually. So, we have a couple buddies. You would know them. you remember Adam Gray?
Mhm.
So I was hanging out with him. The other kid we were with, we all know him. I'll leave his name out in this one because he stole a bunch of alcohol. Anyway, we're hanging out in a cul-de-sac. I don't know why we all decided to hang out. But I was like, we'll hang out in this cul-de-sac. It was like in a neighborhood that hadn't yet been developed, but the streets were put in. And it was like, it's right by a fucking elementary school.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
so, and then the cul-de-sac is like, goes down, there's trees going all along it, but the roundabout is like curved just enough that you could park a car here and be behind all the trees.
Yeah.
So we just park Adam's car, the other dude's truck, who has like a literal gym bag full of just assorted fucking bottles of
Party
alcohol
favors,
shit. Yeah, because
yeah.
he just stole it from our work.
Oh my god.
And we're smoking and shit, and I'm just hanging out. We're just booling, standing out there, and like we see
Booling?
lights. Yeah, booling. So
What does that mean?
it's just
booling.
it's booling, bro. We're fucking
it's
up
what
to no
the-
good,
It's
dude.
what the Bloods say
I was
instead of
gooning.
cooling, because Crips use C's and Bloods
Yes,
use B's.
yeah.
Chocolate bit bookie.
Anyway, so we're just chilling, and like we see lights coming, so we're like, already getting sketched because I'm like, there's no houses here.
Yeah.
You don't need to be coming this way. That's why we're down here. And I'm like, of course it ends up being a cop. So like we all just hop in. Me and Adam, I hop in his car in the front, and then the other dude hops in his. So we're about to just pull off, and dude lights us up. And like when I say the cop walks up, I had a pipe in my hand, and so like when Adam rolls his fucking like window down, smoke just rolls out into the cop's face, and he's like, all right.
All right.
He's like, well, we know what's going on, so just give it up. Well, right before he got out, I had my window about halfway down, so I threw it, and there was like an incline up to the field right there. So I tossed it, and he was like, okay. So Adam immediately gave him the weed,
Right.
because we're like, well, no shit.
Yeah,
you just got a fucking
If you can get rid of something.
cloud in the
get rid of
face,
it,
yeah.
sure.
So whatever, and then he searches the cars, and he's like, so where's the pipe, whatever. He like was really focused on finding that, and like I forget I think we told him we were smoking like
A joint?
yeah, like out of paper, and this dude had a canine with him, like you could tell it was like a young pup too.
Yeah.
And he found the alcohol in the other dude's truck, and so he still doesn't believe. Like he wants to find the pipe so bad, like a pipe, something for some. Like it's like, dude, we just gave you all the evidence to fuck us.
Yeah.
Why you gotta? So he's like, I'll pull the cane out. We're like all sitting there on the curb, like, and of course we're kids, so we're scared basically. Like
Right,
we're like,
shaking.
fucking world's over.
Let's see
Yeah.
what this canine can do.
Oh yeah, this is my favorite. This is when it gets fun too. Okay, so it gets the dog in Adam's truck, goes through like everything, puts like muddy paw prints on shit, doesn't find nothing. The pipe's like 10 feet away in the grass, dude. I was like, so we're thinking, and like I'm trying not to laugh because I'm like, this is the worst fucking canine I've ever seen. Like I don't know his deal. So then he fucks up like all the seats. It's like cloth, wooden leather.
Yeah.
So
And
he
they-
just puts
they
like
can do that, too.
yeah,
It's
and then he's
fucked
just
up.
like, it's just like, all right, they like tear up your shit, like
Yeah.
toss everything out of all the pockets.
Dude,
and
Zach
and,
Black's got a story about that.
yeah, and then it's just then they're like, when they're done looking, they're like, okay. I'm like, hey, now put it all back, motherfucker, since you
Yeah.
didn't find anything.
Yeah.
So anyway, it ends up he calls their parents
Mhm.
and they come pick us up. Since I wasn't
How old were you?
16 or 17.
Okay, see, I got arrested. I was 17. I got caught with a micro pipe, no
Yeah.
weed.
Oh.
I think arrested my ass. Took me
I
to jail.
remember.
Oh yeah. See,
Yeah.
this is the best part. So the other two kids got charges, and he just let me go home.
What the fuck?
Because I wasn't it wasn't my vehicle, and technically I wasn't in possession of anything.
Right.
He should have charged me with
For-
minor consumption,
Yeah,
MIC or
released,
whatever that shit was.
A co-charge kind of
So,
thing.
and I
They can
feel
do
bad
that.
because Adam was like a really good kid. Like I was the one who was trying to corrupt him. Like wouldn't try and do, but it was like smoking with Michael Caldwell, who
Yeah, he's
doesn't
a good
smoke.
Kid.
He doesn't do nothing like that now.
Yeah.
But it was like fun to get to see your innocent friend do some sketchy
like,
shit.
Back when Grant didn't smoke weed, and we'd always like force him to smoke.
Yeah,
weed.
yeah.
on now.
Blowing
Hold
smoke
on.
in his face like a cat.
That was a hiatus.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
had smoked weed and had been a pothead up until that point. I took
Yeah.
a 2-year break.
Yeah, like as
Which
soon
I
as
don't see how I was able to do that.
yeah,
Like that was pretty
You didn't-
strong mental fortitude.
because you didn't
looking
smoke
back on it.
often.
Here, let me wrap
With
this up real
us.
quick. It's
But
like
anyways,
2 more
sorry,
sentences.
sorry.
So they get arrested. I feel so bad because I've known Adam's parents for a long time. They think I'm a good kid, like, and he is such a good kid that I'm like, and if it wasn't for me, it wouldn't have happened to him. I knew
Right.
that. But the best part is like, it's the bow tie on the box because the next day I drove back. And like as soon as I drove over, I could see the pipe and got it, and
still
went and smoked
loaded.
with other people. I was like,
Smoked with it.
"Well, I'm not the one who got in trouble. I didn't get arrested." So, I got a couple like that too, where it's just like I shouldn't have got away, but I did.
Right.
I've been pulled over, hammered, drunk, with blood all over my face, with 3 people in the car after I got jumped at a bonfire.
Oh my lord.
And the dude's like, "What happened to your face?" I was like, "I fell."
I
And like
fell.
clearly it's 2 a.m, and he pulled me over for changing lanes in a roundabout without using my blinker. The same dude who was in the truck who got arrested, the other story, is in the back. The cop takes all our licenses and starts walking away, and he's like, "Do you want us to get out?" It's like, I turn. Look, the cop didn't hear him because only my window was open.
Oh.
And I'm like, "Shut the fuck up! No one talk. Only I talk." And like somehow, they just let us go. And it wasn't until I stopped at a Quick Trip and walked in the bathroom, I was like, I had blood all over my face and hands. I was like, I don't know what he thought the fuck happened. But if I was a cop, you would not be going. You would not be leaving. I'd be like, all right, hold on. I need to know more about this story.
Yeah. Or
But
he
the-
just didn't want to fuck with you. It's like, this kid's obviously been through a little bit tonight.
Well, that's
Yeah,
why,
just
like,
don't
and
fucking
there
let
was
him go.
no hesitation when he's like, what happened to your face? I was like, I fell. Like, I just got beat the fuck up out of I got jumped at a bonfire in front of, like, all my friends and girlfriend, like,
Ugh. So I've never
You know what you
been.
should have done to get back at the dude who beat you up? Because it was his house, right? Wasn't it?
that was a what do you mean?
Like, wasn't that bonfire like his property?
No, it was
Oh,
it was a
okay.
Mill Valley. It was a Mill Valley party though, so it was like,
Because if it was his property, I would have been like, this property, I got the fuck beat out of me. You should probably go check it out.
Yeah.
That's what I would have
Yeah.
done.
I can't talk about what happened after that.
Okay.
There was retaliation, but
I've never been beat up.
You
before.
can talk about it.
I didn't personally, and I'm serious when
So
I
you
say
didn't-
I didn't personally do this, but his tires got slashed, and then he kept asking me questions. It's my girlfriend's brother, also, who I had never had a conversation with, just decided to fuck me up one day. I was like,
Damn.
yeah, no, yeah, what an asshole.
Did it hurt?
I was drunk. No,
I
No.
have.
he's huge too. It was like when Reed Kelly got in a fight with Big Brown. I forget his fucking name. But he was so big, and I remember, like, the dude broke his hand on Reed's face. And, like, I was just amazed. I was like, he broke his fucking hand in your face and still couldn't knock you out. These dudes had, like, 100 pounds on us.
Yeah.
Like, these were the biggest dudes in high school that we knew. And it was still, like, I just got up and was confused. I was like, what the fuck? He was like, I was like, I'm out of here.
Damn.
Yeah. No, I have rolled with that guy since, though,
Yeah?
in jiu-jitsu. He's pretty good.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Spencer?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, he's athletic as fuck.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
I cornered him in the fucking locker room one day. I was like, hey, what's up with it? You ever need a fucking jiu-jitsu partner? Because we're like the same size now. Or at least, especially when I was like bigger not long
Yeah,
ago.
you were like a
Right.
tiny little fella.
Yeah, in high school, I was a little twink boy.
I've got a few that aren't that exciting. It's more just like I've been detained a couple times, been searched, all that fun stuff, but like nothing really happened.
A few fingers up the
Um,
butt. You know.
Yeah, a few cavity searches. Those were fun.
I always tell them I have some up there just so they gotta check.
No,
I do have something
was-
in my butt, though.
Yeah.
Look around.
there was a time a cop searched a car for like way longer than he should have. I was with Corey McCarthy.
Oh
okay.
yeah.
We were on the way back from my brother's house and we were smoking, and we threw his entire center console, like you can take it apart and throw shit in it and put it all back in. So all of our stuff's in with the electronics. It reeks of weed though, because we were smoking like a joint or something on the way home. We get pulled over. This cop is like pissed off because he smells it, and I just don't think he was having a good day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's usually how it is.
Yeah, takes us out of the car, searches us, makes us empty our pockets, all that stuff. I remember I had a pen in my pocket. He pulls out that pen and like starts like unscrewing it and like
Sweet.
taking it apart and shit.
It's a weed
like, dude, it's
pen.
literally a pen, like just a clicky pen.
Just a-
Like this dude he
Like a
wanted
writing pen.
something so bad, and he searched the car for probably half an hour. And like that's not even exaggeration.
No, they're thorough.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're very
Um,
thorough. It's not like a 5-minute once over.
Dude,
Like,
especially
you're good.
Also, like over pot, like if you can't just find it in the main, like, in the pockets on the seat in the console, like,
I'd give you
it's not
points for
serious.
trying.
Yeah.
That's why I wouldn't be a good cop, though. It's like, if it comes to weed and I couldn't do a once over and find it, I'd be like, all right.
You
See,
tried
here's
hard-
the thing. As a
Must
stoner,
have been a skunk in your car, right?
yeah, I hit a skunk.
Yeah, dude.
But no, as a stoner, I think we would make better cops because we would know where to hide it.
Well, the cop
Like-
knew the terms too, because before he left, he looks at Corey and he goes, "Yeah, and when you get home, vacuum up all the shake on your floor."
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should see the floor.
All right,
of my
man. That was the last
truck,
thing
dude.
he said when he
Just
left. But
fucking-
The only thing they'd see on my floor was just fingernails.
I think
Do you chew your fingernails and spit them in your car, bro?
I try not to. I used to do it more. I've stopped doing it since.
Right.
But like even after vacuuming, I still find them. I'm like, I still do this.
Dude,
It's just
that girl that's been over
nervous.
shed so much.
Oh,
It hasn't even been in my vehicle. I keep finding, like, hair everywhere.
Oh my god.
Everywhere. So annoying.
Dude, I have this really weird habit, and I don't know if I want to talk about it.
talk about it.
Talk about it.
I just fucking farted. I'm sorry, boys.
oh
Oh
gosh.
man, you farted before, bro. Come on,
Damn, dog.
you motherfucker.
That's that alcohol McDonald's burrito fart right there. That'll kill you.
Sorry.
Thanks for the gas chamber, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh, this is
It's a tiny room.
1942. It's called "They Want Their Gas Back."
All right.
Alright.
We
It's-
can joke about that because we're white.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I'm Jewish.
no, you're not. You're black.
And I'm a black Jew.
I have ran from the cops once.
Okay.
It was Halloween. We were chilling. It was when I lived in DeSoto. We were on like one of the bridges over the highway, not like the main one.
Right.
But it was like a highway bridge. We were just sitting on it, chilling, having a good time. We were just doing our thing. I was with Raul and maybe like 2 other people. I can't even remember. But some fucking people pulled over in their car, and we're just like, what are they doing? They come up to us, super drunk guy with his wife, and he just starts yelling at us, freaking out. His wife's trying to calm him down and shit. And Raul's got like his box with him where he keeps like his weed and all that shit.
Yeah.
The dude's like trying to grab it out of Raul's hands, like, what's in the box? What's in the fucking box? Like,
Fuck.
you fucking
What's in
delinquent
the fucking
kids
box?
sort of fucking weird shit, dude.
That's
Oh.
he's hammered drunk driving around with his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, his wife's trying
was
to
a
calm
real
him down. It
criminal
was
here.
weird, dude. We were just like, what the fuck? Finally, they left. We're like, no, this is like our shit. Just fuck off. And they left. We stay there. We keep chilling. And like 3-4 minutes later, we hear sirens coming down. We're just like, oh fuck, they called the cops. So we see the lights and shit, and we just fucking take off. And yeah, it wasn't like that cool of a chase. It was more just
Yeah.
sprinting down the street,
Yeah.
trying to jump into the tree line.
Right.
Yeah, you know
And,
they're coming for you, but you got
yeah.
time, you got a minute.
Yeah.
I've done that on
And
But it
then,
feels
and then
like
the
10
cops turn.
seconds.
There's like 2 ways the cops could have turned. They turned the other way. So you're
Yeah.
like, okay,
I've definitely had a cop
yeah,
try to flip around on me on 83rd and just go from 45 to fucking 80, and,
Yeah.
and I know that you know those back roads like our fucking hands.
yeah.
So
But I was
Dude,
also
that's
like
how I
14
got
or 15,
fucked.
so it was pretty fucking scary.
yeah,
Here's
yeah.
the thing, man.
That's how I got fucked in.
I miss those days.
In
Yeah,
senior
they were
year.
fun.
That's the only thing. Okay, so when people say, like, oh, I hate being an adult. Being an adult sucks. I'm like, dude, no, it doesn't.
No,
First
it
off,
doesn't.
being an adult's awesome.
Yeah.
Because you have different freedoms. But,
Yeah.
like,
Oh yeah.
I do miss
You have more
the days
freedom.
where, like, I wasn't 18 yet and there weren't consequences.
Yeah, yeah.
Because, like, the
dude.
worst you could do is, like, if you do a real fucking crime, like a
Yeah,
real
you still
one,
can't kill nobody.
You're at most are going to juvie,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is like child prison.
Well, we knew dudes who were
Whatever.
fucking stealing Corvettes when they were 14
But
and shit.
I wasn't ever doing
Yeah.
anything that would
Mean
like
lean.
get me put in juvie. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like
That
there
dude's
were
dead, by the way.
there was definitely
Oh, is that?
Hayden.
condolences.
Hayden, yeah.
Yeah. I heard about that. I thought you were talking about Marquez.
Or a Don. A Don's in prison, too.
We got a few,
Yeah.
was it
It's
about-
weird looking back. We're only 23 and how many people I know who died.
Yeah. Fucking.
What
You
was that?
remember that one redhead kid died in his truck? Wasn't wearing a seatbelt.
Yeah,
What's his name?
I was in
Is that-
rehab when I found out. Actually, I was like, I didn't find out till a month later, and I saw Twitter and shit. So I had to text Jared. I was like, "Is this real?"
Yeah.
And he was like, "Yeah." He flipped over and.
Was that
Well,
Franco?
I was so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Francois.
yeah, I was so upset because I knew him, and people talked so much shit about the kid, but then they all wanted to post pictures and
Yeah.
be like, I miss you. Like,
Miss him.
you
Shut
guys
the
all
fuck
ignore.
up.
I had pictures with him and shit because we'd hung out a few times, but it was like, but we weren't close enough, and like, I'm not gonna.
Right.
I missed, like, I wasn't around for the funeral or anything, so it's like I wasn't gonna post it. But like, I knew girls who told like mean shit to me about him, which like we weren't. Like, I don't know why they had told me that anyway, but then like they come out and support him. I'm like, fuck all you
Yeah.
fake ass people.
Yeah, people always try to get attention off somebody else's death. and
Yeah, I thought
it's
it was
fucked.
so sad.
I hate it.
Tragedy.
The strangest realization, like a few weeks ago, because and this is related, on how like really we're rolling the dice every second of our life.
Oh yeah.
We get into
And-
vehicles
and
every
here's-
day.
And here's what I mean, dude. I had this guy that was like, I wouldn't say he was like my friend, but we were. At one point, he was trying to be like a good friend of mine, and then I was just busy, and I just couldn't make the time for him.
I got
We worked
some
at
of them.
Genesis together, and he slipped and fell and hit his head on his dresser
Oh.
and died.
Oh.
That's
Jesus.
it's the little shit like that
Like-
where it's like,
Like, dude, and when I saw it, like, I wasn't like heartbroken necessarily because I didn't know the guy terribly well, but like we'd hung out a few times and it definitely like impacted me.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
it stopped me in my tracks. I was just at my computer and I was just like, oh shit. Like
Yeah.
that, like I could do that.
yeah.
Like that's something I
Mhm.
could do.
Yeah.
Like just not even trying. Like it's,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
I-
just one of those things.
I've had
where I'm
some
like,
weird experiences with death.
Oh
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
it's-
When I was in California for like 4 months, I had roommates and shit, and so I lived with this dude. He's like 30 something. His name was Alex. We became like really close enough that when I came back home, we'd still call each other every week. Like one of those few friends that like you actually call up and
Yeah.
just check in on. You're like, what the fuck is up?
Mhm.
Blah blah blah. And then like I called him and I texted him, and like 3 days later, our other roommate hit me up and was like, "Yo, did you hear?" I was like, "About what?" And
Oh.
he sends me Alex's obituary, and I'm like,
Come on.
"That's heavy." I was like, "Damn, man."
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and he didn't know how, and I don't know anybody in his family to contact, so I don't.
Yeah.
I imagine probably.
I also,
drugs or something,
Yeah,
but-
and I found this out like a week after it happened too, because I just got on Facebook and I saw like one of my old managers post like,
R.I.P.
"Hey man, like miss you,"
Yeah.
and I just go to his like profile and there's all of this stuff. I'm like, oh, he's dead. And then I kept scrolling and fuck, man, like it took me a while to investigate this, but then I finally found the initial post saying like, hey, this
Yeah.
guy slipped and fell, had an accident, and just bumped his head on the dresser. And I'm like, wow.
Right.
Wow, that is
See-
not
Yeah.
what anyone saw coming.
Yeah.
Like, that is crazy.
I got some real quick.
Yeah.
So all the deaths I've experienced in my life, not to me, but other people death, all happened when I was really young, so I never really got to experience it for what it was.
Yeah.
It wasn't until, because, no disrespect in bringing up his name, but when Francois died, that was
Sterling.
Sterling, yes. That was before Tristan, so that was the first death I've ever been around to experience. Here's the funny thing. It's not funny. But,
We get what you're saying.
yeah, I've never spoken a single word to this kid. I've been going to school with him since fucking kindergarten.
Yeah.
Mize, middle school, fucking all the way up to high school. Never spoken to the kid, never said a single word. So when I found out that he died, I actually cried. I was like,
It makes you almost.
There's
it
people
makes you
out
wish
here-
you had reached out to talk to him.
Someone,
like when I
like-
wished I had hung out with him more. He'd asked me a bunch. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I wish I'd.
yeah,
I
we
would've.
may not have been good friends, no, but I mean, at least say, hey, dude, what the fuck's up? Nice
Yeah.
beard. You got a beard, I don't.
Yeah. At a young age. Yeah.
Yeah, he had a
fucking-
Billy Goat beard, dude.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
nice. And so I cried over that, but then when Tristan died, I was more just like
You're in
in
shock.
shock. I didn't cry
Yeah,
about it. I
you
was just
suppress
kind
the
of
emotions.
just,
That's how.
I was just like,
And that was really tragic and sudden too. That was. I remember.
oh,
Everyone was torn up. I wasn't close to them, but like with
Right.
you, shit like that, I was just like, and I knew I had class him. We'd shoot the shit all the time.
Yeah.
We weren't hanging out outside. So it was just. It was also. It's one of those things too, where it's like just driving.
mhm.
It wasn't his fault. He had
driving.
nothing to do. He just was
And
just living his
standstill.
life. And
Yep.
Yeah. What's funny is like I also like didn't get to know a whole lot of people in our grade in
Mhm.
high school.
Yeah, because you transferred.
When I transferred, yeah, I transferred from a dumb school to a better school,
Right.
and they wanted to actually put me down a grade,
Mhm.
which I was like, no, I'm not doing another year of
yeah,
high school.
not happening.
Fuck that.
So I got out of that, but I was in mostly the grade below me's classes,
Yeah.
except for like English and a few other subjects.
Yeah.
But yeah, like actually, like even you, like we weren't friends. in high school.
No,
we didn't even know about each
No,
other.
the first time I heard about you, Jared came to me and like we talked about because he played the guitar at the time, and he was like, "Yeah, this dude shreds."
Yeah.
And I was like, "I like the vibe." Like
Yeah.
you had that real rock look back then too. Not that you don't now, but
Look
but
at me.
I like saw
extra.
videos. Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, we didn't become friends until like the summer after we graduated,
Yeah,
Right.
and we all
Exactly.
started kicking it and shit.
yeah,
It's a little different for me and Dylan because we've pretty much grew up with everybody. We went to school with everybody we've known since
Yeah.
fucking kindergarten. We've
Yeah.
Just grew up.
You went to Mel Valley for a little bit though.
1 year, yeah.
Yeah, but other than that, like we've literally seen all of our friends just fucking either move away or just grow.
Yeah, it's weird.
fucking
It's weird,
so weird.
the way some people have grown.
Yeah.
I'm sure that they would say the same about us, but it's like
Like-
some people I thought were super wholesome, just went fucking all for it.
I gotta
Strippers and shit. I was like,
Yeah.
no, you know, I ain't talking
Yeah.
no shit, but it's just like I didn't see that one coming.
Fucking
I
working
didn't-
up at Twin Peaks or who?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Come on, girl, get
Yeah.
the fuck out of here.
Well, it also shows you like how low of a state kind of like our country's in at the moment.
Yeah.
Where like
The
we don't-
random
we
girls
don't,
who
we don't make enough at regular jobs.
yeah,
Well,
I mean most
yeah.
Yeah.
Most people,
jobs
Most people.
skilled trades a little
don't
different.
make
Yeah.
like any money.
Yeah.
Like they make what gets them by.
And a lot
that's
of
it.
people these days just don't know how to save money
Yeah.
either. It's
Oh,
like,
so
yeah.
spend my paycheck on weed and alcohol. It's like, what about
Yeah.
your future?
And
Yeah.
you give someone the opportunity to like make more money, but it takes a little bit from their morals.
Yeah.
Most people jump on.
See,
that.
but I'm not
it's
willing
stupid.
to.
Me
I,
neither.
like I don't find that appealing.
Yeah.
Like I get it, like the money's enticing, and if it's there to be had, but it's like, but that's gonna be there for. Imagine all these OnlyFans mom in like 8 years when they're like talking to their kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if we were
I'm
if we
talking
were
dudes too.
if we were like
Not
10
just
years
OnlyFans.
younger, and then flash forward us 23, so 10 years from now, if we were the same age, and be like I've seen your mom's OnlyFans and be like, yeah, like she's got a nickname for that double-headed dildo I've seen her use.
Oh, what?
Like you don't want to hear that
No.
shit, and as like you don't want to marry that girl and then like be her husband and be like even if she quit doing it, like it's done, it's out there, it's already,
Yeah.
it's like porn stars. It's like you did the gangbang for
Yeah.
$500.
You got out of high school
has
and took the
3
easy
million
way
views.
for
Yeah.
years, and then you realize it didn't fucking work. So now you're trying to climb up the ladder so fucking quick. No, I don't want that.
Well, some
Yeah,
people
You
everybody's
can't
trying to
escape
be-
that life.
No.
Even if-
Yeah.
Like Mia Khalifa, she's tried her best to
she
escape
did
that
that
life.
shit for like
She
2
tried.
months.
Yeah, she barely
She
did
only
it. She
shot,
did like
like,
a handful of videos.
Scenes.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She barely did any, and she became like the biggest porn star ever. She tried to leave that
Quick
life
as
behind. She
fuck.
can't.
And they cut it up to make it like
She's trying to be
more
a
than-
gamer now or some shit. but-
Yeah.
That's what Sasha Gray's doing.
Gaming?
Yeah.
Nice.
She's a Twitch streamer.
Yeah, how old is she now? Like 20?
So fucked
After
up.
her 8-year fucking porn
Yeah, no, she's like 30 something now.
No, but so after the Sterling thing, right? Who he was actually very close with. That was probably his
Yeah,
best
they're like
friend
best
at the
friends.
time. Yeah.
Mhm.
He got in an accident and tore his fucking face off.
Yeah, what happened about that?
It was
I-
insane. So I'm at the gym with Jared back, I don't know, 4 years ago, 5
I'm
years
gonna
ago.
pull up this guy's Instagram.
Yeah. So he flipped his truck without a seatbelt, and I think he got thrown.
Aaron?
Yeah.
Oh.
So he fucking just shredded his face off, right? And then no one stopped and helped him. He
Dude.
went around. He like stumbled into a neighborhood, and had to like bang on a door.
Oh
And
my
I
God.
don't think they helped him immediately, because when you see a dude like if you saw the pictures, dude.
I
it
want
is-
to, but I don't. You know.
Dude,
don't.
his nose was gone. It
Like,
looked
did you see,
gone.
like, bone?
Yeah.
Like-
So that's why I saw him like 6 months later at the gas station, and he's got like a deep scar from like down here. I was like, dude, you look fucking amazing. Like you still look good. Like there isn't like weird textured skin. He's just got a scar, and it's like, but the picture, Cole Schmidt's dad showed it to me at the gym, and I was like, what the fuck? Because also me and Aaron were pretty tight for a while at certain times of our life, and it was just so ridiculous that
Yeah.
something that gnarly happened. And then I was just amazed at how
What year
The
was that?
probably 2017.
No shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's looking a lot better now, dude.
Yeah, dude. I mean, that's what I
See
mean.
what
Like
I'm
you,
saying?
not like
He looks better than he did in high school, dude.
That's what I'm saying.
Look,
Lost a bunch of weight.
up to you, dude.
So, let's get into some Urban Dictionary real quick.
If you're watching,
Ah, you still trying to ride that?
Listen, man,
Let's
if-
try to stay off purple this time.
if you're gonna tell me to take a piece of toast, staple to a wall, and yell at it again, I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
I know, dude. Some of those were real misses.
Yeah,
A lot of
that is Urban Dictionary, though. You know.
Yeah.
I have one more death
Look
story.
up Boolin.
Okay. Cool.
Let's hit it.
So
Celebrate death
I've been to Canada once,
through life.
Okay.
and we're driving up. It's a long drive to Canada from here. It's like
Yeah.
Oh.
12,
It's a good
13
day.
hours. Like, it takes a while.
Takes a minute.
So, we did it all in one day. We're loopy, we're kind of just like that road trip thing.
Road trip
Going
high.
Haze.
Yeah.
That weird haze.
Yeah.
We finally make it to the border. We cross the border. We're about 10, 15 minutes into Canada. We're in like one of like the first cities that you enter into. I don't even know. And we stop at a stoplight, look to the right, and there's just a dead guy laying on the fucking ground with a massive puddle of blood around his head.
Whoa.
Fuck.
Whoa.
We all look over. Nobody knows what to do. We all kind of look at each other. Everybody in the car just erupts into laughter. Like everybody just
No.
starts
See, but
laughing their
that's like
ass
traumatic.
Off,
like
dude.
no one
Yeah,
knows what to
that's
do.
true.
Yeah,
you can't,
no,
you can't stop
100%.
that. That's just like
Yeah.
a
It was
innate-
the weirdest
It's like, oh,
experience.
that's a dead
we just
body.
entered Canada after this long drive. We turn, there's a dead body. Like either somebody shot this guy in the head or he jumped off a building.
That's fucking.
Like-
if you're there any sooner, too, like.
Yeah, like the cops hadn't even shown up yet. There was like
Wow,
3 or 4
dude.
people around the body, like freaking
fresh.
out.
It's funny you say that
And-
because I have been in situations where like I got so nervous I just started laughing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
started laughing.
it just triggers this weird response.
I've had some when I've gotten some weird news before.
Like you just laugh at shit or laugh in someone's face and you're like, I don't mean it like that. I'm really sorry,
Yeah,
but I
no,
just don't know what to
100%.
do right now.
No, I remember I got some bad
It's a
news, and I
defense
was just.
mechanism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This okay, so
Go for it.
I can't say a whole lot about this, but let's just say it like this. My uncle, who is now in prison for the rest of his life, I got the news like when I was like 15 or 16. A lot happened in those 2 years. That he was a rapist, like a real bad kind of rapist.
Yeah.
And as soon as I got the news, I just broke into like maniacal laughter
Yeah.
for like 5-10 minutes because I was like, dude, this was like my fucking the most interesting uncle I had. Like he was the coolest. He always brought like these intricate stories. Like he would just talk for hours, and I was like, this guy's such a complex character. A little too complex, turns out.
Yeah.
And like it was like watching one of your heroes die
Yeah.
because it was someone like I looked up to. So it was
You ask yourself, okay, if that happened, what's real?
yeah.
I've had experience like that where I'd receive news or something, and I'm like, well, okay, and I'm in my room, audibly talking to myself,
Yeah.
like, well, I guess I'm just fucking crazy. Well, it's just blah blah, and I'm just talking to
See,
myself. My
yeah,
parents are like, "What are you fucking doing?" It's like, I'm
I'm
just
working through it.
I'm working
Yeah.
through it,
Yeah.
Mom.
You gotta.
I'm fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Well, because like I'm over here also like I feel ashamed because this was my favorite uncle.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you have those people you look up to. There's a musician I love. Turns out he's a fucking child rapist. So it's like,
Right. Or like with the James Franco thing.
what happened
Yeah.
there?
He was kind of luring like underage chicks.
Oh,
Yeah, wasn't he
have
like
sex
grooming
with them.
chicks and shit?
grooming.
Yeah.
Or was he
like,
actually having? I don't know.
16 to 18?
Either way, it's
years
disgusting.
Old.
Yeah.
Either way,
Yeah.
he's like 40 something, maybe 50. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Is he the older brother?
Yeah.
Dude, the
How
way I
old-
look
how
at
old
like
is he?
16-year-olds now, like at 40, I'd fucking
Ugh.
get away from me, child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I was at
That's why that makes
one
it
of-
even weirder. Like, yeah, if they're 18, it's like, yeah, it's legal, but still, it's still weird.
Yeah.
Hold on. So
So-
James Franco wrote a book called Straight James, Gay James. And I'm just
How'd you find my memoir?
I'm gonna read this aloud. I guess this is Amazon's flap, but here we go. Straight James, Gay James. Actor James Franco's new chapbook of poems explores the facets of his public and private personas. Straight James, Gay James is a poetic. What does that say?
Is it?
Is that biting? Dude.
Where
what?
is it?
Bidding
poetic?
Biddings Romaine?
Bildungsroman. What? Look
Okay,
that word up.
rock-handed and uninhibited, James Franco writes, about the life as an actor, sexuality, questions of identity, gender, family, Gucci, Lana Del Rey.
Right.
So he's got some fucking mental issues.
He's
there.
got some things he needs to unhash.
Someone's kids.
Oh, let's see how it's pronounced.
Straight James asks the question.
Who writes a whole book on
Let's
their
get
sexuality?
substantial. Are you gay or what? I guess-
Bildungsroman. It's a novel dealing with one person's formative years or spiritual education.
Bildungsroman.
Bildungsroman.
Anyways,
I don't like that
I
word.
bet I'm gonna see that word everywhere now.
Yeah.
Probably.
Kind of like you get a new car and you see it everywhere. It's
Mhm.
like, fucking
There was another.
Yeah, I
piece.
can't imagine. I don't think I've seen that word ever in my life.
never.
Great.
Bildungsroman.
Flamdapflaberus.
If you guys want to know how big
Yeah,
the book is,
flabadabarumptious.
I don't really want to read it per se, but I do kind of want to know. Like,
this is your
what-
mom's Amazon, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I
She's gonna call you up and be like, "Hey,
I love it.
It's like, Mom, I've been telling you for
that was
years.
a beautiful drop. That was proceed to check out."
Dudes, you know, so my parents are like diehard, like
Christian.
classical Christians.
Yeah.
So every now and then I'd fuck with them and be like, I think I'm about going gay now. And they're like, no, you're not. Shut up. I'm like, okay, but what if I actually was? How would you realize? Well, you're not gay. I'm like,
That's their way.
Now
of
I
saying,
wanna be
don't
just to
be
piss
gay.
you.
Don't find out. Like
Yeah.
we don't.
Yeah, don't play with your butthole.
Which is funny because my
I
brother.
have played.
My brother, and my dad did the opposite to me. Like make jokes about me being gay.
Yeah.
And the dudes at
Force
work.
you straight.
The
Yeah.
dudes at work are so homophobic because I'm friendly with the gay dudes because they're endearing. They're just nice.
Yeah,
And, like
they're
I
nice
don't give a
people.
fuck.
They are nice people.
So like they'll say like random really like
fucked up shit.
I'm like we're cooking and shit, so I'm like, yeah, just add some cream to it, and then like Gay Austin walks by and like
Gay Austin.
really quickly as he just trots by is like, I wish you put some cream in me, and just boom, he's gone. That's like, and I laugh out like I'm dying laughing because it was so perfect. It was the comedic timing of it, and like all the dudes in the back are like. Just stone face. I'm like, dude, loosen up. It's fine.
Those people are usually the gayest of them all.
That's what I thought. I was like, dude, how does it bother you?
Yeah.
Like, I don't.
Like I've slept in the same bed with dudes just because there's one bed.
It's
I'll
like- it
sleep
just-
with
it
them
just
and-
doesn't-
sleep in the same
it-
bed with me, dude.
Yeah, I'll like I'll like
Oh, I
put
got
my
a weird
arm
story
on him
about
and shit. Like
Yeah,
I don't
slapping
know.
their ass. They're like
Hold on.
Yeah,
Can
as
we
a
take
joke-
quick shit break.
Yeah,
Yeah, go shit.
Go shit.
Yep. nasty.
I was lucky I was wearing all that coat. The groans are the best.
He's just like, yep. I'm just gonna hang. I'm just gonna sit there for a second. I'm shaking like a motherfucker,
Yeah.
dude.
Just wait for the last groan. I broke that cup. Spilled it all over me.
Where were you going?
Just to smoke pot in my truck or something.
You're like, I'm gonna smoke inside, Dad. Fuck you. I'm smoking inside.
I was also taking something outside for him. Like that's why I had a filter in my hand in that cup. So as soon as I fell, I just let go of the filter and grabbed the rail so hard, tore my fucking pinky.
Ah, gross. Yeah, we took off
You
the
still
railings. at
slammed
my house.
hard.
Oh yeah.
That was still a
Well, it's because I
hard
went
slam.
down. That's the top stair and landed at the bottom of the stairs.
Mm.
Anyhow.
Ow.
That's the last
Dude, I got a story. So anybody got the Ring doorbell stories? I got one.
Oh yeah.
So I woke up in the middle of the night. My brother, he works nights, so he gets home early in the middle, like at 4 a.m., 5 a.m. I usually wake up around 4 or 5 a.m. usually, on accident. Well, I really got to fucking pee. And I don't like going into my parents' restroom when they're asleep because they'll wake up and go, what the fuck you doing here? It's like, well, my bathroom's full. My brother's in there. So I'm like half drunk, still fucking wake up, walk outside of the front door, and I just fucking turn and piss. Here's the camera. The next morning, my dad sends me the videos like, hey, James, don't piss off the front porch next time. Then you can just see me, black and white, night vision, my dong.
I got it almost exactly. So when I sit outside in my truck, like sometimes I just watch a podcast
Right.
and like smoke. That's
Mhm.
why I sit out. And when it's cold, I usually sit on the deck. But when it's cold, I sit in my truck.
Mm-hmm.
And one day I just stepped out and I started pissing like where the flowers and shit are. And I look up, my dad's like standing there, he's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I was like, "What?" I'm
I had
he's
to
like,
piss.
he's like, I was like, "There's no one around. Like who? What the fuck? Who cares?"
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a
movement.
problem if you didn't walk out. You wouldn't know. He's like, you're gonna kill my fucking flowers, which I did.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Oh.
nothing is
After,
more
like,
freeing
I pissed there like 5
than
times
just
and
like
killed him.
peeing wherever you want.
Yeah.
Like when you're just in a completely open area, just whip it out and
That's
start
how I
peeing.
grew
Where,
up.
like
That's
where
how I
you're
was.
It's like,
standing.
if there's a tree
Like,
to hide behind, then
yeah.
you can fucking piss. You're a boy.
Yeah, as long as they don't see your cock.
Yeah.
You can pee
Yeah.
anywhere. And especially like me and
Except,
AJ, we're considered outdoor. I mean, he doesn't do that much work, but I'm still throwing you in here. Oh, I guess you'd be
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Outdoor laborers, they're allowed to pee
Oh,
outside.
I piss outside.
And not
get in
Open
trouble.
Decks all the time.
'Cause-
Find a corner of a house or something
Yeah.
behind
Yeah.
that like HVAC unit. and
Yeah,
shit.
because if you're on a job site, what if you don't have
Unless
access
you
to a
have to
vehicle?
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your backyard's
And-
my fucking bathroom, bro.
Yeah, and a
So-
lot of homeowners will let you inside.
When you're working in the same places too, you find your piss spots.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And like they're so comfortable once you find them.
dude. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I pissed on
I've
so
also
many houses.
definitely been pissing and looked and seen someone looking out like the neighbor's house, and then I'm like, oh, this is not a good piss spot. I can't use this again.
Yeah.
As I'm like holding my dick in my hand, I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah, you always got to set up first and do the look both ways kind of thing. And
yeah.
Or fall hits, all the leaves on the trees fall down. It's like, oh shit, I can't
Yeah,
be here anymore.
there's
yeah, I
not-
can't
there's
see
nothing
here
going on.
anymore.
I have
Yeah.
a different approach. I investigate my spots like a Navy SEAL.
You
I
get
just
magnifying
go-
glass.
Stake it out.
I don't.
I'm just like, how many people come through here a day?
Pretty
What's the
much.
percentage?
All I look
I
for
don't
is
do
to
that.
make sure no kids are around. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
That's
Like,
big.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
kids.
or like a lone woman walking her dog on the sidewalk up front. Like if I'm on the side of a
My
house.
flaccid cock just urinating in your bushes. Like,
Sometimes as the day goes on, you just give less fucks too, and you'll just
Oh,
like,
yeah.
do we pee right
Just
next to the
pee.
trucks?
Yeah,
we'll open
I
up
do
our
that.
door and just right there.
yeah.
I'll piss in a
Cocks
cup.
out. Yeah.
Like we.
Dude, my boss is shat in a fucking tub inside my van once.
Yeah.
Like, you motherfucker.
Put like a fucking quick trip bag in a 5-gallon bucket and shit in it and tie it up.
No, it was like
Yeah.
an ice cream tub, dude. Like an ice cream tub.
I want to see how many like words are tied to Quick Trip.
Oh.
How is methamphetamine? Oh, that's
You
funny.
looked up something and it
Oh,
didn't have
Quick
the
Trip.
thing, so it just
Oh,
showed
yeah,
you
that's
similar
right.
things. So maybe if you
The best
spell
gas
it.
station.
What does
chain
this
plan.
do?
That you can create a new word. I did that last
Oh.
week, but I forgot what the word
I
was.
did too. I put Dude Live TV on there. Let's see if it's on there real quick.
Okay.
It's with spaces. All
Dude, what was the word I created?
I think it was all separate spaces.
Did I create it
Try
with
all
you or
one
with Hayden? Oh, I created it with Hayden.
Huh.
I'm gonna ask.
Created a word.
Because they
Was
said
it
they were going
Goofraba?
to review it, so I don't know if they allow it.
That's his word.
Yeah.
Just showing up.
Okay.
Hey! I got it! Jimmy Butt Soup Johnson. That's me.
Jimmy.
I stole butt soup from Community. But
Yo, Chad, let's
Just
go
went
watch
straight
some
to
Dude Life
voicemail.
TV and eat a grilled cheese.
I love this one because it's like Kansas. Kansas.
Dakota?
100%
Hey, that
sure
was
this is
called
Texas.
North.
North. Dakota?
Dakota?
That's funny.
Texas number 2.
I crave cereal. Mountain Mama, take me home.
The Northeast can go fuck itself, alright? You split up too much.
Yeah. What is going
Yeah, because
on
they
here?
didn't realize how big the rest of the continent was. at
Yeah.
that time.
You wanna
Huh?
kiss on camera for an outro?
Do
Fuck
it.
you, dude.
To show how
Get out of here.
homophobic we're
yeah.
not. We're so
I welcome
So
to Do
not
Live
homophobic.
TV. We like to fuck other dudes.
stupid, bro. I guess you did. You missed the whole conversation when we took the
Oh,
break.
yeah, he did.
It got funny. It got weird.
Yeah.
Today's a great day to start your own podcast. Whether you're looking for a new marketing channel, have a message you want to share with the world, or just think it would be fun to have your own talk show, podcasting is an easy, inexpensive, and fun way to expand your reach online. Buzzsprout is hands down the easiest way and best way to launch, promote, and track your podcast. Your show can be online and listed in all the major podcast directories like Apple, Spotify, you know. Podcasting isn't hard when you have the right partners. Even James over there taking his nuts out in front of us.
Let's say you can kiss that of me, bro.
But the team at Buzzsprout
hey,
is
hey.
passionate about helping you succeed. So join over 100,000 podcasters already using Buzzsprout to get their message out to the world. Let's create something great together.
Ah!
Okay, bye.
All right,
Bye, guys.
All right. You were watching Between Two Dudes. Thank you for tuning in. It was a great time. We shared a lot of fun stories.
That's actually a really fun one.
And
Good
Yeah.
stories. We got a
yeah,
lot
it
of
was
stories.
good to see
Actually.
you guys.
Story time.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I saw you guys a week ago,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
but
At a
to
party.
do a podcast. Yeah, we were all there except AJ. He just missed the memo. It's okay. I'm sorry.
Well, AJ's birthday.
wasn't many people
Or
there,
Hayden's birthday.
Yeah.
I was gonna invite him, but I didn't know if I was gonna stay the night or not.
And you did.
And I did. So
And you did.
yeah.
I was hoping, timing-wise, that you were going to be able to pick me up from my place, but I called you way too late. You were
Right.
already there.
And then I still hadn't decided if I was gonna stay or if I was gonna drink. So
Yeah, because I wanted to kind of stay too, but
yeah, I waited till like 2 a.m. and I was like, if I'm gonna leave, I gotta leave now. If I'm not leaving, I gotta finish off this fucking
Do
beer
it.
here.
But anyways, thanks for tuning in.
Tune
Live
in.
TV.
Do live.
Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and hit that notification bell so that way you know whenever we drop an episode.
Between two
In case
dudes.
you don't follow me on my Instagram, which is This Is Grant's page, and Dylan.
Yeah, mine's DJ Dilly. Yeah, DJ DYLI. We keep it nice and tight around here.
And then
Also check him out on Pornhub.
I forgot.
or
I forgot about that.
Thanks for tuning in to Between Two Dudes. I hope you didn't spend too much time there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll see you next week.
Now everybody knows the meaning of the name.
Yeah. Yeah, between two dudes. It's actually not about a fern between us. Anyway,
All right.
They'll figure it out.
check out Buzzsprout or something.
Bye-bye.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Bye.